Find the length, x, from the given figure. Trigonometric identities, Pythagoras' theorem, tangent-secant theorem, cosine rule, basic arithmetic and algebraic processes are used to solve this question. Label points B, C, D, E, G, and O, where O is the center of the circle. Join line OC equals R, which equals to 1 unit. This implies that line BC equals line BG, which equals to X. It is because two tangent lines to a circle from the same external point are equal. Since line BC equals line DC, these similar lines are given in the figure. It follows that line DC equals X. Also, line D equals line GE. Let line DE equals Y, which equals to line GE. By tangent-secant theorem, the product of line DE and line DE plus line GE equals the square of line DC. This implies that y multiply the sum of y and y equals the square of x. Take the square root of the equation, divided by 2 and simplify. We have that y equals the square root of half of x squared, which equals to half of x times the square root of 2. We call it equation T. Join line OB and let angle CBG equals 2 times theta, where angle CBO equals theta, which equals to angle GBO. Line OB is an angular bisector of angle CBG. By Pythagoras' theorem, the square of line OB equals the sum of the square of line OC and the square of line BC, which equals the sum of the square of R and the square of X. The result is equals 1 plus the square of X. Take the square root of the equation. This implies that line OB equals the sum of 1 and the square of x. By trigonometric identity, line BC divided by line OB equals cosine theta. Substitute values. It follows that cosine theta equals x divided by the sum of 1 and the square of x. We call it equation 1. Also, cosine 2 times theta equals 2 times the square of cosine theta minus 1. Substitute equation 1. We have that cosine 2 times theta equals 2 times the square of, in bracket, x divided by the square root of 1 plus square of x, bracket closed, minus 1, which equals to the square of x minus 1. All divided by the square of x plus 1. We call it equation 2. Consider triangle GBD. Line DG equals 2 times y, which equals to x times the square root of 2, as shown on the screen. Also, line BD equals 2 times x. Using cosine rule, the square of line DG equals the sum of the square of line BD and the square of line BG minus 2 times the product of line BD and line BG. Multiply by cosine 2 times theta. Substitute values. That is, the square of, in bracket, x times the square root of 2, close bracket, equals the sum of the square of 2 times x and the square of x minus 2 times the product of 2 times x and x, multiply by the square of x minus 1, all divided by the square of x plus 1. Simplify, cancel equal factor from both sides of the equation, and simplify further. This implies that 2 equals 5 minus 4 times the square of x minus 1, all divided by the square of x plus 1. Rearrange terms of the equation. This implies that 4 times the square of x minus 1, all divided by the square of x plus 1 equals 5 minus 2, which equals to 3. Cross multiply. We have that 4 times, in bracket, the square of x minus 1, closed bracket, equals 3 times, in bracket, the square of x plus 1, close bracket. Simplify and combine like terms. We have that the square of x equals 7. Take the square root of the equation. Therefore, x equals the square root of 7. In units.